Everybody, and welcome to The Biz on windowcleaningresource.com. Today we are going to talk about sales and salesmen. I got something pretty cool today. It's a hidden camera of one of my sales calls that I did at a gym. It turns out that the gentleman who actually owned the gym called me, booked everything, and we're good to go. So we did get the job. But we'll get to that a little bit later. What I want to talk about is sales pay. Okay. First and foremost, our pay scale is this. On commercial, we pay commission of 100% monthly. Even numbers. If it's a $99 job once a month, it's $99 commission. If it is a $99 job once every 2 weeks, it's going to be $198 commission. We do that on commercial because right now we're trying to boost our commercial. It's easier for a salesman to sell commercial than it is residential for the mere fact that I can walk up to any commercial building, walk in, hi, is the owner or manager around? Get somebody right away. I'm not invading their space because they're used to it. This happens all the time. If I'm going up to a house, knocking on their door, I'm basically invading their personal space and their comfort zone. I'm walking up going, hey, would you like to buy something? Okay, I just find it easier to do commercial sales than residential sales. Residential sales, again, this is our opinion. I like doing direct marketing to them, anywhere from mailers to newspaper to what other venues that I find that work for us other than salesmen. We do pay commission on residential for our salesmen, and that is as follows: 25% if they go either monthly or quarterly. If they go once every 6 months, it is 20%, and if they go once a year, it's 15%. It's just something so that if it does happen in a cross sale, they're still motivated enough to make the sale, and it does help them. They do work to close it, so I feel as though it'd give them some money. The pay scale for our salesmen. Okay, we let our window cleaners sell. If they're out and about, they make commission. If our salesmen do, they also make commission. But our salesmen, being that that's all they do, make a weekly stipend. Okay, we start them off at $100 a week. After about about a month or so, 6 weeks, 4 weeks to 6 weeks, we switch them up to $250 a week. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it covers gas. It covers, maybe a lunch or something. It does help them out because there are going to be days that no matter how good of a salesperson you are, you may not sell that particular day. So it does help them out for that. If you want to do a fuel surcharge on top of that, we used to do $20 a week. Nothing fancy, but the $20 cash. Here you go. Put it in your tank. You can do it however you want. Remember, if they're bringing in sales, they are helping your company. Okay, that $198 a month for every 2 weeks job is creating $198 a month for the rest of the life of the account. If you have it for another 5-10 years, you're going to make a lot of money on this account. So paying in the front part really works out. Yes, every now and then they sell an account, you get there, you clean it, they go, I don't really want to do it anymore. Fine. We don't do contracts, we do just agreements. That's a selling point we've talked about in the forums episode. But, to everyone their own. When it comes to residential, the cross-selling that is possible if somebody owns a car dealer or whatever, if you get the business, you can also say, hey, if we do your house, we'll save you X amount. It's kind of a nice cross tool, but that's why we offer it. So now the video we're going to see here is what I did was I took a camera, just like this. Actually, this is it. And I set it on my metal clipboard that I bring into all my jobs. Okay, I just set it like this, put a little tape on the bottom so it didn't move. But when I walked in, it looked like I was just maybe out taking pictures. Just set it down. And you could see it cut off the guy's head, but it still got good video of, kind of the transaction, especially the paperwork of what he did with it. We got to this guy, it seemed kind of weird. You walk in the door, and he's already, what can I do for you, sir? Okay, that's already a wall being put up, them kind of blowing you off. Kept going with it. I gave him my brochure and a business card, okay? Plus, we gave him the estimate. And you can see every time I give him something, he kind of just puts it down to the side and doesn't even look at it. But it ended up being that we got the job. The owner called and said he didn't even work there, technically. He was just a helper. He gave me the excuse that the guy is kind of a little bit on the slow side, so he lets him help out. Great. So what I thought was a dead lead ended up turning into a job that we got. So here you go. Take a look at it and make sure to watch what he actually does with the papers when I give it to him.
How can I help you today, sir?
Hey, I'm just looking for owner or manager.
I am.
All right, my name's Josh from USI Window Washing. What's your name?
Jesse?
Jesse. We actually do the nail place next to you, and we do the Chinese place down 2 stores.
All right.
And we're just doing bids out in the neighborhood right now. Let me give you some information. It's our business card, and this is just our brochure, just some more information on our company. Right now, we'd be able to start your windows. We already bid them out because we're already over here. It would be at $40, and that's for anywhere from a monthly to bi-monthly contract. But that kind of just talks about it a little bit. If you were to go with us, we'd be able to start it as soon as tomorrow because that's when we're going to be in your neighborhood.
All right.
But do you have somebody doing your windows now or no?
We're doing it ourselves, but it's getting it's a little hard because it's getting busy and stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah, this time of year it gets pretty dirty too with the salt and everything. So, but have you ever thought about having a window cleaner?
I was thinking about it.
Okay. Well, like I said, our prices on there are about $40 or $39 when we put them on the invoice. And we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, 7-day rain guarantee. We're fully insured. We're accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Like I said.
Okay. Weird. It puts you off sometimes when you go in. Somebody's going to humor you. You could tell in your brain you're thinking, this guy's not going to do it. It's just going to be worthless, but I chase everybody, okay? I didn't even get to do a follow-up call to this guy, okay? But if you really look closely, he looks at my stuff for a second and sets it down. He looks at my stuff and he sets it down. And even when I hand him the estimate, he looks at it for a second and kind of puts it down and he keeps looking at me, okay? Basically what he's doing is blowing me off. In his case, I kind of got the feeling as though he wanted to be all kind of almighty, hoity-toity, because he didn't actually even work there, okay? But what happened was he gave the information to the person who needed the information, okay? When I talked to the guy on the phone, I said, hey, you know, I apologize. He said he was one of the owners, but you could tell how quick he said it, okay? But either way, you humor the person. If he was an owner and I was like, no, you're not, that would have wrecked it for me. So basically, that's a sales call. That's how I do things. I was a little bit odd because I had the camera, okay? It made me feel kind of weird. Normally, it's just like anything. You go out there and talk. If you can talk, you can sell. This goes to a salesperson. If you're looking for a salesperson, if the salesperson comes in, interviews, maybe doesn't have tons of sales, but he can talk back and forth and is comfortable, that's sales. Sales is all about being comfortable and talking to somebody. If you're going door knocking at houses, you're invading their personal space, okay? If you're going to a store, they're used to that. They expect people to come in and say, hey, I have the newfangled thing. They get it all day long, okay? Never feel nervous about walking into a commercial job because they're used to it, okay? When you walk in, everything you do, it's been done before. They're going to be fine with it, and they're going to tell you what they want. Sometimes they'll do just like this guy did and blow you off. Just keep going with it. If he wouldn't have called me back, in about a week, I would have done a call back, either asked for him or asked for the owner again because I had a weird hunch he wasn't the owner. So that's what I would have done. Everybody, like I said, does things differently. Feel free to look at our downloadable Excel sheet. It's plain and simple. Do sales. Get out there and do it. If you're going to hire somebody and you got guys, go for it. It's a great position to have your business in when somebody else is drumming up business on top of all the other marketing you're doing. So, once again, I was Josh with The Biz, and you've been watching it on WCRWindowCleaningResource.com.